Hey guys, my name is Nova, this is Film Express, and today we're going to be talking about the new LUKAS DHONT movie, Close. Close has done waves at the film festivals, and I can absolutely see why. This is a gentle, empathetic, sensitive type of film. It's a work of art, and it absolutely impressed me in every department of this movie. There's so much filmmaking prowess on display here. It's very, very beautiful to watch this movie unfold. It's heartbreaking to say the least. The less you know about this film, the better. I just want to start by saying that the main actor in this film, Eden Dambreen, he is an absolute revelation. There is no other way to say this. This might be the best performance of the year. He put his whole heart into this film, and to think that he's only 13 or 14, he shows such a deep understanding of human nature and behaviors and sentimentalities that I find that, he's way ahead of his time, and he has such a bright future ahead of him if he sticks on the path of acting. I'm definitely going to be tuning into whatever he does next if he approaches it like this. This is one of the better performances I've seen from anybody under the age of 18 in the history of film. And that's not an exaggeration or hyperbole. I really, really believe that. He put so much heart into his performance. Now, I'll be honest, the film is not flawless, but it's really, really worth watching. It might be one of the better LGBT films that I've seen in a very long time. The visuals in this film are absolutely beautiful. There's a field of flowers that is a recurring kind of visual motif in this film. I can understand wanting to make this film around that field. That field alone is worthy to kind of base a whole story around, because it's just so beautiful every time the camera runs through that field, or every time the characters run through that field. It's so visually iconic. Like, that's some imagery I will basically never get out of my head. The first hour of this film is one of the strongest first hours in 2022 of any film, and it's the type of setup and the type of film that kind of gets you so invested, and it feels so real. It almost has like a Dardenne Brothers feel to it. It feels like a slice of life, and it's so emotionally strong. I only wish the second half of the film was as strong as the first, and that's not to say it's bad or anything like that, but I have seen a lot of mixed reviews and a lot of negative reviews talking about the second half, but always kind of praising the first half. Now, this film won the Grand Prix at the Cannes Film Festival, and I can absolutely see why now that I've seen this film. Everything in this film follows the rule of show don't tell. It's all shown via action. It's all shown via characterization. There's little moments where, it's a silent moment, but you just see the characters kind of living and breathing in a way that feels so real. The director knows to give those silent moments weight, because that's really when it tugs at your heartstrings, and that's really when the characters almost come to life. There's basically no exposition at all in this film. Like, you're really just watching the story unfold in a very natural way, and that's really one of the best things I can say about this movie. And yes, let's just talk about it. The second half can be a little bit of a slog. It can be a little bit melodramatic. It can be what people call misery porn. It's just a lot of people crying over and over again. But if you're invested in the characters and you're invested in the story, by that point, it's all real. It's very, very realistic. It's very grounded, and it's all believable. I found it was an unforgettable type of film. Like, you feel physical pain in your heart as you're watching it. It's an emotional ride, really, and if you're invested, it's going to be so rewarding. It's all a credit to the actors, honestly, because you can feel the pain that they're holding in their hearts. You can feel the burden that they're carrying on their shoulders. You can feel this movie, and that's such a compliment to the director, LUKAS DHONT. LUKAS DHONT has faced a lot of criticisms for his last movie, Girl. It kind of takes a really dark and melodramatic approach on trans issues, but I feel like he's taking those criticisms to heart here, and he's attempting to make something that's way more naturalistic, way more humanistic, and way more grounded. And the effect for me has been very, very powerful. This is one of the films that I was most anticipated to see this year, and it really paid off. If people are going to call it manipulative or melodramatic or misery porn in the second half, I'm not going to say that they're wrong. In every aspect, they're correct in saying that, but I feel like a film like this really needs to explore those like deep, hard hitting emotions for it to feel warranted, and for it to feel like it's not just breezing by really, really sensitive topics. So with that being said, I'm obviously trying to keep it very broad. This is a film that I think everybody should watch. This is one of the more mature and beautiful films of the year from a visual standpoint, from a narrative standpoint, and simply alone for the performance of Eden Dambreen, I think it's well worth the price of admission. So definitely catch this movie as soon as you can. It's very, very worth it. So with that being said, my name is Nova. This is Film Express coming at you with a review of Close. I really love this film. I'll give it like a 4 stars as well. And again, it stands high above a lot of the films that I've seen this year. So please like, please subscribe, please drop a comment if you've seen it or if you disagree with my take, or if you do agree. Let's obviously connect and we'll talk about it more. But I'm going to have a few more reviews coming out for you guys. So it was a pleasure, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.